Welcome back to the BasementGraves of Beers. I'm Twisted Logic. This is a continuation of the tutorial fortress, and it seems like yesterday when I was recording the earlier episode when the goblins got into the fortress, I went into kind of an emergency job settings with the dwarves, and I should have left the medical on, because it seemed like a bunch of dwarves in here died of starvation. Which is fine though, you know. You don't always have to try and make your dwarves the happiest, and everything like that. You know, like this breach right here wasn't intentional at all. And it kind of shows you that you can have a significant threat that you can come back from. About half of the fortress is gone now. We only have 38 dwarves. We didn't really lose too much from it, but it is a setback. That's fine. If I didn't take risks, then the series would be pretty boring, I think. I like to take risks in the games, and I feel like that was more of a lack of caffeine mistake. I record here about an hour 20 a day for the episode, and then I cut it down. Like, I'll cut out the some of the parts where I'm like building, setting, just doing floor tiles, or digging out the designating these rooms. I cut out a little bit, and then if like I sneeze or make some like gross sound by accident, I'll cut that part out for you. Let's take a look at Stuart Dayton here. Let's go to C for status and enter for thoughts and preferences. Death. I feel very uneasy. Over the long term, he has been under a great deal of stress. Very uneasy about seeing all these dead bodies here. The dead dwarves, his brothers and sisters, and the turkey gobbler corpses, as well as goblins. But he did feel satisfied at work. Felt pleasure near felt pleasure near a fine door. Euphoric after inebriation, and yeah, annoyed. He was annoyed after what? After suffering a minor injury. So the dwarves are getting a little bit. Well, some of them are a little bit stressed, but some of them are pretty decently stressed. They're getting close to, if I go to the wounds list here, he's stressed. Vabak, Builder Vabak is okay. Lore is kind of okay. He's beat up, but mentally he's okay. Vukar here, Steward Vukar, is haggard. And I'm gonna let the game run in the background. The fortress is actually closed this time, and I'm gonna let the game run in the background. But I'm gonna go over to Dwarf. Let the dead walk. Hide while you can. Hide while you still can. And it looks like there's a goblin in their ranks here. I don't know if he's undead or not. Yeah, this goblin is alive. perhaps. It seems like it. Yeah. Invader tag, not the undead tag. Okay. Well, I was going to go over to the Dwarf Fortress wiki and look at some stress things, but now we have the dead walking. This is turning out to be a pretty dangerous fortress, which is pretty awesome. I'm glad it's not just some boring thing. I want to... okay, so I'm digging out a room here. I want to just go over to Dwarf Therapist. The fortress is closed, so we don't really have too much to worry about them. Is it? Yep, it's closed. I could potentially open up, oh, we got a human lasher here as well. So it looks like there's a couple of humans that are corralling the zombies here, the White Walkers, and invaders. They're more like White Walkers because they have armor and weapons. Okay. And again, yesterday I should have kept these medical tasks on, as well as water hauling and food hauling, because some of the people in the hospital starved, which is okay. For me, at least, it's okay. I'm gonna get more migrants. The fortress is still up, so... So that's fine. You know, sometimes I'll play in a way that I'll try to avoid every risk from them, and you know, try to be as safe as possible. But like, okay, we got the ghostly steward has risen and is haunting the fortress. Let's see about them. Like, if I'm playing on my own, and not recording it, then, oh, we have two ghosts here. Zuglar the ghost. I'm just gonna press Z for status. This is a restless haunt. And we'll just check out the other ghost. Oh, that's Zuglar again. Oh, here's the other one guy right here. Z for status. Also a restless haunt. So they're not gonna, the ghosts shouldn't attack anybody. They may spook some of them. When I'm playing and I'm not recording, I'm more... It's a little easier to kind of notice things, because I can pause the game and take a break for a while, and then kind of look around and you know, make sure everything is done to the T and everything like that. As I'm recording here, I record about an hour and then cut it down, and then stop playing for the rest of the day, because I want to get at least like 80 or 90% of the fortress recorded. So you know, I wait until my next time slot to record, which is the next day. So like I'll... Okay, I had a phone call there, and kind of lost my train of thought. We have undead on the map, as well as some invaders. Oh, we just got attacked here. We're gonna have to deal with these guys. But so I'm gonna open up the cavern layer here and see if we can get some of them down there and get out of that, get out of our hair a little bit. Yeah, so when I play video games, like I like to take risks in the games. It's good. Sometimes there's designations B and then claim. Just gonna claim all this stuff here. Yeah, all this stuff as well. I'm gonna make a different weapon stockpile, weapons and armor stockpile, I believe. Claim all this stuff here. Sometimes you take a risk and it pays off, and other times it can backfire, but that's okay, you know? Because if you don't take the risk, then nothing happens. Oh, so like I'll play for like an hour at a time and then stop playing, so you know, I might miss something. On the Test Fortress is a little bit different because I don't have to record every moment of the Test Fortress like in this Tutorial Fortress. I don't want I want to get at least like 90 or 80% or whatever it is recorded and up on YouTube. So the difference there is I record for an hour, stop playing, and the next day record again, and then I have a couple days like that. Maybe the next day I don't really feel like playing Dwarf Fortress, so I will play a different game. Or the next day I can't record, so then it gets pushed to like at some point, you know, there's an episode one day, and then the next day, the next time I record the episode for the Fortress is a week later, so it's like I don't double check all of the things that I would normally. I think that a little, like somewhere around an hour, I think is a good length for a episode on YouTube. When I'm looking around at things to watch, I'm typically not going to put on a video that's 4 hours or 10 hours unless it's like wind in the trees and I'm going to take a nap, and I just want that sound for that long, you know. But as far as like a series, it's really good when it's broken up, I think, because like I can watch a good episode and then it'll usually autoplay the next one, so it doesn't even make too much of a big deal. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think in the comments if you like longer videos or not. I think that an hour-ish, you know, plus or minus, is pretty good length. Okay, that's right. I'm making steel picks, so I need to this right here, build a furnace, so E, and then a magma smelter. Now the green tile here is going to prevent walking, so if I put the green tile over the open space here with the magma, then it's going to prevent the dwarves from falling in. But the forge will still work, the smelter will still work even if I use this corner here, or any of the tiles, I believe, except the center tile can't be over the so any of the outside tiles here. But I'm gonna build it here so that way nobody falls in, even though it's like offset a little bit and that messes with my OCD. But that's fine. It's not too bad. And I need to build a construction that is a track stop, so Shift S. There we go, and I'm gonna press D. I want it to dump to the south. Make that out of granite. And now, P, S for stone. I think I'm gonna do maybe 1 or 2 more smelters over here. And then I may actually destroy this workshop and move it down here, and have maybe have the forges down here and the smelters along this top row, and that'll kind of fix my So I'm going to do a stone stockpile right about here. P, S, and then just there. Settings. Just any stone is fine. Magnetite, silver, tetrahedrite, it's fine. Any stone that's metal ore right there. That's really not important right now. What's important is to what's important right now is to get this place cleaned up and get these ghosts put to rest. Coal now. So 3 ghosts. Gonna make a food stockpile here for the seeds. So the settings of this, I'm gonna forbid everything except for seeds. P-X to remove the stockpile and then get rid of that one. Yeah, I should really just with this seed stockpile, I should really go in and just disable all the stuff that's kind of above ground plants. So I'm gonna forbid that, and then just go in the list here and look for plump helmets, plump helmet spawn, pigtail seed, cave wheat, sweet pod, and rock nuts. Muck root. I don't know if muck root is and dimple cup. I don't know if muck root is a cave plant or not, but I don't think we're growing it, and I don't think we have the seed, so I don't think it makes a difference. Even though that most of the dwarves are dead, half the fortress is gone now. It doesn't mean we're really out of the water either, because like they can still go crazy and start killing each other. These undead here are acting a little weird. They're just kind of chilling. Just kind of chilling over here on the edge of the map. Just showing their strength, I suppose. Preventing me from getting some wood logs. Oh good, I do have some wood logs right there. But you know what? There is a forgotten beast. Or there was a forgotten beast. Let's see if there still is. Others list here. No, okay, so the forgotten beast is currently hidden. So I have over 200, about 200 drinks, and I have 2,000 food stores, so I think the food is pretty good. I'm gonna have to redo the melt orders and everything like that. So weapon stockpile there, or you know what, I'll build it. Dig out a little bit more over here. And up on this level, stockpile, and then X to remove, and then just get rid of these right here. Get rid of these. And now there's plenty of work to do. Let's Smith Athel is making some steel picks. And so what I'll do is I'll just let the game run unless something crazy happens, and skip ahead in the recording. I'll just cut. So I made a stockpile for ammunition here, and not too much time has passed. I noticed that Smith Athel, I don't think this is him. Yeah, this is somebody else. But Smith Athel is starting to get sunk into a depression, and also one of the subscribers wanted me to name a dwarf after them, and I think I'm going to do that in the next migration wave, because not really sure if you want to be named after one of these dwarves that may become insane or not. So I think the next migration wave, I'm going to name one of the dwarves that on request. So I didn't forget about that. It's just that all of these dwarves, only seven of them are really doing fine, and the rest of the fortress is kind of he's stricken by melancholy now. So this guy right here, melancholy as well. You know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna unlock this door. I don't feel good starving this guy out. So I unlock the door there. And we'll see what happens. So looks like Builder Vukar might be bringing him some water right there. Yeah. Builder Vukar, good guy. Oh, we got a Fey Mood. Builder Shorist. Zuglar's staring off into space. Oh yeah, okay. So Shorist has a strange mood here. He's not taking a workshop. Or butcher shop. Am I missing one of the workshops? I don't have a dyer's workshop, but they won't take that in a strange mood, nor siege. Metalsmith's forge. I'll just make one. I don't know if it's true. I don't think it's treated differently than the magma forge. I'm pretty sure it's the same, but just make one right here, just in case it's treated differently than the magma forge. And what else? A bowyer's workshop. I don't have one of those. They do take those sometimes, and I'll just put that. Let's put that off in the corner over here. So he's in a film mood right now. Actually, you know what? I'm going to look at C for status, enter for thoughts and preferences. Okay, there's too much item hauling going on, so too much storing items in stockpile here. If I go to the jobs list here, store item in stockpile, some of it's food hauling, but they're also trying to do weapon and armor hauling and ammo. And so for about half of them, I turned off item hauling. And so they should, for the builders, and so they should, okay, so it looks like somebody broke a workshop here and here as well. This was a loom and this was a farmer's workshop. Build workshop. Oh. What are these? Straight turkey gobbler. No. These are the skeletons. Pult skeletons. So if I go to Z for status and go over to the stock screen. E for enhanced view. Skeleton. Okay, so I have all these skeletons here, and then I can just find the pults here and Shift D. Right here. Shift Z will zoom, Shift F for bid, but in this case I want Shift D to dump. The rattlesnake. Partial skeleton, that might be outside the fortress. So I'm really only going to worry about these. Oh, the reacher is probably in the cave. The llama and the pults and stuff, and the things that seem like they probably are in the fortress here. Oh, okay. So the down arrow in this case isn't that they're hungry or thirsty, it's that they're haggard now. This is why I'm going to wait to name that dwarf after. I was going to do it in the last episode, but I wasn't expecting to be. I wasn't expecting this to happen, and after about 2 minutes or so, when the dwarves and the goblins were fighting on the stairs. I was thinking to myself that I should just close the game and end the recording and then just like redo it and like stealthily fix the wall, but nah, what happens here, you know? I want to check on these guys over here. Do we still have a siege? Yeah, they're very slowly advancing. This is open, and a bunch of elk birds are coming up. They don't seem to. This siege doesn't seem to care about the. Does not seem to care about the cave system, so I'm just going to close it. That'll speed things up a little bit since there'll be less pathing for the creatures coming between the caves and the overworld. Okay, Urvad here is at a berserker rage, so he's Urvad's no longer friendly, and now in a berserker rage. I'm gonna just see if I can. Yeah, so if I go to Z here for status, I can no longer view the thoughts and preferences. He is pretty beat up. Oh, she is pretty beat up. Her upper body is bruised. Her left lower arm is bruised. Right upper arm is bruised. Okay, reports. The steward is punching the builder. Okay, it looks like Steward Urvad is punching a builder, one of the builders. I'm not sure who. Which Stinthad. Okay, it looks like they're just getting into some fist fight right here. Let's look at the wounds here. So Builder Stinthad is not hurt at all, and is a little bit stressed and is fighting back. And it looks like, yeah, Builder Urvad's gonna lose that fight. As a child now. Yeah, Builder Urvad here is whole body seems damaged. It's tired. Oh, and now 2 more joined in there. They rushed him, and Urvad is no longer a threat. Let's go to the report tier. Oh, okay, so Builder Onel joined in, and Smith Desktop. Looks like punching and biting. Let's look at Steward Urvad's report here. Who shot the crossbow? Is that from earlier, perhaps? This is the smith. Oh, this is page 5 of 7. Okay, so if you want to read this, I'm going to start here, and then I'm going to go down. Pause the video if you'd like to read it. Page 2. On page 3 now. It's punching and scratching. Kicked in the right hand. Page 4 now. I just don't want to sit here and read through this. Steward loses hold of the iron battle axe. I'm gonna have to look at the inventory and see if she had the battle axe the whole time and just started out just punching. Start vomiting and retching. Looks sick. Page 6. Passes out from exhaustion. And page 7 here. Okay, so you could pause that if you want to read it yourself. I only have about an hour to record. Okay, great. So we have a claimed workshop, but I'm not sure. I don't see where. Not the craft dwarf. One of the masonry shops was destroyed here. This one I destroyed. The carpentry shop? Leatherworker shop? Mechanics? I don't think they claim mechanics. a strange mood, Shorad. Oh, is it the butchery shop? Yeah. So that was a different dwarf that went berserk. That wasn't, Oh, Urvad did have the iron battle axe the whole time, but was punching only, so it wasn't too bad. But Shorist here, Builder Shorist, is claimed one of the workshops here, and has a fell look here. Let's see what happens. Just gonna follow, following Builder Shorist. Strange mood. He's got a corpse. Okay. I'm just gonna go I for inventory. Oh, Shem's corpse. Okay. He started the construction. Excellent. See, if you don't let bloodbaths like this happen, sometimes you miss out on part of the game. If I were to have just closed out the game and re-recorded the episode and not recorded the bloodbath there, we wouldn't have this crazy artifact made out of Shem's body. Building some doors into these suicide rooms. I'm going to smooth stone them as well. Now I have a decent amount of I'm just going to remove the engravings on the floor here and just the walls. I don't really like the floor engravings. They have some in here, but these are kind of older. I'll also, you know what I'll also do is engrave the walls here in the butcher shop, because now that the dwarves are a little messed up in the head, maybe we'll get some interesting engravings. It's a little hard to start off in Dwarf Fortress with, for me at least, with the stories about the dwarves and what's going on. We set out to build this construction here, where this is the last stand of our civilization. If I go to C for civilization, the crafts of fog have been all but eliminated from this land, and this is a extremely dangerous place, a haunted ocean everywhere. There's necromancy towers. Seems like there's only one near us, although there is a pretty heavy goblin presence down here, and many caves as well. There's goblins over here. And we're in the south. But up in the north here, there's a tower here, and very north, there's all these towers all over the place. There's another tower here, 1, 2. I think there's like 15 or something towers right over here. There's some here. On that embark setup video, I didn't show you the entire map, but there's this section here, and then if I go over here a little bit, or maybe I did show you the whole map, but there's some more towers down here. Nobody knows it. Nobody settled this island at all. No civilizations on that island. But this is the last stand of the crafts of fog, and you can see the constant goblin and undead attacks that are now that are now plaguing the halls of adventurers, which is the local government. I'm going to request some memorial slabs here of the dwarves. And hopefully they make them. Okay, and then I designated this room here to be dug out. And this will be a large temple, hopefully. I think that's large enough. I for activity zone. 31 by 31. So it's a little bit big. So Builder Shorist here has created Ok Oshuan, dwarf bone chest. He claims it as a personal treasure. Excellent. So I'm going to go to Shift L for artifacts. And come down here. And view the description. This is a dwarf bone chest. All crafts dwarfsmanship is of the highest quality. It is decorated with dwarf bone. It doesn't mention Shem. Shem was the dwarf corpse used to create that. And you know what I'm going to do is build H for container, and then I'm going to put that right here. Enter. X. Oh, you know what? It has to go into the stockpile first before I can place it. So let me go up to the artifact stockpile, and I'll just wait a second for. So they just found out that Shem is dead, even in the announcements. And Iteb is sunken into a depression as well. So I still have the undead invaders on the map here. Let me check on them. Yeah, they're just grouping together at this point. But some of the turkeys now are grown up. I do want to slaughter some animals because of soap and food. So it looks like I still have some poults here. So what I'll do is I'll just slaughter all of the turkey gobblers and hens. Or you know what I'll do is I'll leave 2 hens and a gobbler alive. I still have a dog. I still have 2 dogs. Cavy pups here I don't normally like, so I like to slaughter them. Smith Zeblar staring off into space. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to kind of just set everybody over again. Like once I get some migration waves coming back into the fortress, I'm gonna probably have to redo some of the labors and everything. Okay, he's weaving into silk. This is suspended, so I'm gonna unsuspend it. Okay, I for a zone, and L for location. No. M for meeting area, and then L for location. do is add a location, guild hall, engraver's hall. And I'm going to go into W for Burrows, and then just remove this from the burrow here, just in case they and I'm going to check my military alert. Okay, yeah, just in case they just hang out here not working again, which is I think it's okay for them to not work sometimes and, you know, get breaks and be able to socialize. However, when there is work to be done, they need to do that work. Locations, and then add new location, guild hall, farmers guild. Where's that? Okay, it's alphabetical. Enter. Yeah, and also I will the well is in this room, so I'm gonna remove like the upper half of it, like that. So the well is still part of it. Actually, I'll do one last there. So this area here, and then hyper zones again. Remove that zone, and then recreate this one around the well as a water source. So this section down here is not part of the guild hall, but it's also in the burrow. And then I reset it as a water source there. And it sounds like some turkeys are being slaughtered. First builder Olin here still isn't in his grave. So what's happening is that all the graves are full. Yes. So this one here is empty, but yeah, they're still making graves, so it's a slow process. They need to make the graves, and then the bodies then need to be brought into the graves. And I'm going to go to P and then X to remove. Just remove this right here. Then this one up here as well. They should be able to take the dwarves out of the stockpile and then put them into graves when they're available, but Zuglar's gonna die. Smith Zuglar's gonna die. So, I mean, in the last episode as well, like, I could have set a burrow
right here. I could have just extended the burrow a little bit, and then I wouldn't have had to worry about the construction going on down here if I restricted them to the burrow and then just extended around this wall. So, like, in retrospect, there's a bunch of things that I could have done. And, I have no regrets. I want to start training one of the squads. I want to really get one squad of Suicide Wave to be training. Maybe what I'll do is, well, I really want this place to be cleaned up first and figure out who's going to be alive and who isn't. So I turned on stone detailing so that way the hopefully one of the builders engraves the memorial slabs, because without engraving turned on stone detailing, they're not going to do that. As long as they're not really going down into the silk form to engrave. I know I just reset that to as a job to be turned on, but let me see, what are these guys doing down here? Store item in stockpile, collecting webs. I'm going to go to orders and then workshop orders, so shift W and W, no auto collect webs. And I'm gonna have to remember to turn that back on. Inventory. This guy's stone hauling. Oh, he's one of the haulers. Okay, so I did set, so these guys right here, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Stone hauling is off. I don't want stone hauling on anybody right now. Okay. So there were 5 that I set as haulers. I probably cut that out of the video, but that's okay. So I'm going to assign this bedroom here, which used to be the dungeon master, to build a shore rest. And then I'm going to also place his dwarf bone chest in his new room. And go to the noble screen, and Builder Shorest is the new dungeon master. He's going to look for corruption in the fortress. He needs an office and a dining room as well, so this room right here. Oops, I hit the wrong button there. Assign. I went to resize the room instead of setting. There's no chairs in these 2 rooms here, so I'm gonna have to build those. So this is his office, and this will be the dining room. Assign, and then build the shorest. Build C for a chair.
Okay, so our dwarf that murdered someone and created a chest out of them is now rewarded with a noble position of dungeon master. I also need a broker and a bookkeeper. Steward Zahn is going to be the broker and bookkeeper. And Zahn is going to require a meager office, which I already set up right here. I'm just going to dig out this wall right here as well. Change up the office a little bit. So we have 35 citizens right now. Which is a lot better than 10. Iteb is being overwhelmed by horror. This ghost right... Oh, there's like 3 ghosts right here. Libash. Libash is a restless haunt. I think that all the forlorn haunt right there, and Zuglar is also a restless haunt. So those are gonna just create unhappy thoughts, furthering the tantrum spirals that all the dwarves are about to go through. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe for more videos.